Hi.
Welcome to our Flosstube channel. I am Allie.
Flower Child Allie. And I'm Amy, normal mom.
If you're returning to us, you know that this is not the normal getup. But it is the last week for seniors, and so we have a senior spirit day, and today's was peace out, being a hippie. So I am a
Here
hippie
you
today.
are.
It was pretty great. It was fun. So everything was groovy, man.
I remember those days.
If you're new, welcome. Sorry for the weirdness today. But this is a Flosstube channel about cross stitch, and usually a book or two pops up.
And life. Yep.
And life. So speaking of life, what's life?
Nothing new. The excitement for the past 3 weeks is I had a dentist visit today, and I'm fine.
No, you've been totally revamping your craft room.
Yeah, I've kind of hit a stalling part though, because I had IKEA stuff delivered, a new IKEA storage piece delivered 2 weeks ago, and but they didn't include the parts to build the IKEA part, and it was supposed to have been delivered today. It doesn't look like it has been, so I need to call them, and because you can't see it, thank goodness, but this island is covered with stuff that needs to be stored. The craft room is totally torn up, and it's just unsettling my whole entire life. So, yeah, I need to call them and harass them tomorrow, because they were supposed to send all the screws and the pieces
harass them nicely
to put my calyx unit together. Yeah, harass them nicely, ask them where it was. I mean, I did get a call 3 days ago saying, hey, it was supposed to be delivered, arrive in the warehouse today. It looks like it's going to be here tomorrow instead, but we'll call you tomorrow with a delivery for Thursday. And I never got a phone call about delivery. So
that's unfortunate.
Anyway, other than that,
we talked about going to IKEA and picking up the goods for Mother's Day, and that being your Mother's Day
well,
present.
that would have made a fabulous Mother's Day, but I don't know if you can just buy just the parts. That's the problem.
That makes sense. But we tried,
So
or we thought about it. We didn't try.
Sweet.
We thought
yes,
about
and Mother's Day, we didn't do a lot per my request. We went to church, served Mother's Day. We volunteer there every other week, and it was our turn to serve. And then they had lots of sweet things going on. And then we went to, it's called Moms and Mimosas, kind of a farmer's market kind of thing, but it's more a crafty,
independent, not independent,
great place for
small businesses.
kind
of
lots of food, candies, cookies,
crafts,
fudge,
candles.
crafts, couple of candles, not as many as normal.
But that's where you get like the cute signs, and there's always cute things
and it's
there,
fun to go. We all walked away with something.
And then we got Mexican food.
And then Mexican food for dinner, which
with margaritas.
I love. So, yeah. So, what have you been up to?
A lot. Like,
you have
life
been.
Has been
it's the end of the school year.
Yeah. So shortly after we saw you guys last, my friend had a birthday, and so we took her out for dinner to this place called The Perch that's in downtown Chandler. And it's really cool because they have a lot of rescued like exotic birds. And so you can watch these like parrots and all these exotic birds while you eat. And she's just an animal lover, but specifically birds. Like she loves bird watching. So we took her out for dinner, and like our whole like little group went, and that was really nice because we hadn't really all been together since I think New Year's. Prom happened, and that was really great. I love seeing all the kids dress up. And a couple of the girls that I've had for like 3 years now, I got to take pictures with, and it's just fun. I enjoy chaperoning prom. Like, it is what it is.
Okay.
Some teachers want nothing to do with it. And then just prepping for the AP test. The students took their test last Friday. They felt very good about it. AP has released the questions, and I think it's a really fair test. There was nothing on there where I felt like they were trying to like trick the kids. Like I liked the questions,
okay.
at least the free response.
And
I don't know about the multiple choice.
You had them prepped and pretty ready.
Yeah, a lot of it would have been on them at that point, and how prepared they were.
Yeah, how much extra time they put in.
So we'll see come July, and then so it's kind of been like calming down since then. I had a adrenaline drop after the kids went to the test, but we did a really nice breakfast for them beforehand where the parents donated food, and that was fun. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. School, just award ceremonies, things like that.
It's the end of the year stuff.
Yeah, we've got graduation next week, so that's always fun.
School only has what, 5 days with the kids?
5 days with
6
students.
days in school, and schools are done in Arizona. Pretty much everybody's on the same schedule. Days might be 1 or 2 off, but everybody's pretty much wrapping up.
And if you'd asked me last week, I was like, oh, I could go an extra like week or 2 if you like needed to. Like I'm doing, and now I'm like, no, I'm just ready.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're running out of content to teach and have to keep things going normal.
Yeah, and I know my youngest one they've been doing all their state testing, city testing, quadruple testing, triple testing,
benchmark testing, state of the universe testing. These kids are so tested out. They're just, teachers and kids are just done. But you got to keep them entertained through next week. So, because not a lot of learning's going on. That is where high school is nice, because we have our finals like the last 2 days. So
6th grade is done.
So that's like
teaching.
driving them forward. I don't know how, But anyway,
it's just been quiet.
It has.
In a good
Did
way.
get some stitching. I got a fully finished that I'm actually really proud of with 0 help from Mother.
She showed it to me as a done project. I was so proud of her.
I'm very proud of
myself. And thanks to all of you for giving her the suggestions.
Yes. So, without further ado, this is Erin Elizabeth's Lemon Tier.
That is so cute.
There's like a glare.
Tilt it down just ever so slightly. Oh no. Okay.
Anyway, I am just in love with this project.
You have a spot picked out for it?
Oh yeah, it's already on the shelves in my hallway.
Okay.
And I have a bunch of like lemon artifacts from Hobby Lobby on it.
Tchotchkes, dust collectors, your dad would say.
Yep, and that's really, those shelves are the only place that I need little tchotchkes.
Yes.
And it's on, place. Oh my goodness, because I want to buy more of this fabric. And I didn't bring the tag. I've told you before, but it was oh darn it. I'll have to tag it below. But it's a Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric that, something like beach, no.
Is that my fabric or yours? No,
mine.
Yours.
It was I think it's a Lugana actually.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to get more of it when I remember the name, because it's just such a beautiful blue that I can see stitching lots on it.
And the yellow looks so pretty on it.
Yeah, so like it goes really well with like the new paint in my living room or dining room. And then I'm just been in love with everything lemon and yellow this season. So
well done, kiddo.
And there's so many other lemon patterns, but nothing's hitting me quite right.
That one did?
Yeah. So
okay.
Anyway, that was my fully finished. Like, thank you to all of you on Instagram who recommended like a razor blade. I used my box cutter and like the back of the frame to trace it and like cut. And I think I need an actual like X-Acto knife, because my box cutter kept trying to like pull itself out of its sleeve.
Yeah, you need something finer.
Like it cut well, but it would like try and pull itself out. Yeah. But it worked really well. It made it really easy. If you ever open the back, it's not as nicely finished as like other objects for other things, but it closed, and that's really all I need it to do. I'm not putting anything else in there.
Okay.
So, mischief managed, and I did it myself.
No mama help.
Well, I guess I didn't do it myself because y'all helped. But
you helped her figure out where she could find that frame.
Yeah.
Or a frame like it.
That and just the cutting, because I was going to try and use scissors, but those boards are so thick.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't.
So, anyway.
Okay.
No fully finishes for you.
Nope. I've not been stitching a whole lot lately. Like I said, my craft room just has everything. And I don't know. I guess I'm just one that's just affected by it. I'm not been doing, I mean, I have done some. I worked on my, well, we might as well go. Are we ready to just go into it? Okay. So my whole, Robin Pickens, I don't know. She's an actress back in the day. Anyway, my beanstalk Madras beanstalk. That's about the only thing I've kind of felt like working on in the evenings. So this is what I've been working on, and she's fun to work on. I'm enjoying it immensely.
Those colors
I have
are
one more
gorgeous.
leaf to go here, another set of leaves, finish the middle piece up, and the set of leaves over here, and I'll be done. So
Have you thought about how you're going to finish it?
no, not yet. I haven't really thought about it yet. So I don't know.
Okay.
I got 3 or 4 pieces I need to finish, but I've not been in the mood to finish.
Sounds good.
So that's it for Mom.
I have a sort of finish, but it's more of a whip. So those of you that have been following along know that I set a goal for myself in January to stitch 1 president from this pattern. So it's Clouds Factory US president, and it's going to look like that. So the goal is 1 a month, and I have my May president done.
And it's only halfway through May. You could get another
I got
one
this done on Saturday at
that's
the
right.
Arizona
You went to the
Stitch. Well, I got most of it done at the Arizona Stitchers meetup. So there's James Monroe. I even got the back stitching done.
Well done.
So he's so cute. First president with brown hair.
So it wasn't a wig?
I don't know. I could see the brown wigs too. But anyway, and then actually, I even started the next president. The next president is I think it's John Quincy Adams Jr. or John Quincy Adams. So you're gonna be real, like, I got that little bit of his hair done. Woo. But I did.
Okay.
So the women at the Arizona Stitchers were kind of funny though, because I would tell them like, yeah, my goal is to stitch 1 a month, so I really want to get this one done today. And they're like,
you know that's gonna take you
that's gonna take
decades.
you 4 years. I think you're like kind of
Pick it
worried
up.
about me.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
So I'm going, but I set 1 a month intentionally because I wanted to have, I didn't want to feel stressed about it, and I wanted to have time where I still felt like I had time to do other
things.
projects.
Yep.
So I'm amending my goal where on months that I have breaks from school, not just like a day off, but like
Right, like a week, 2 weeks.
yeah. So Thanksgiving break, fall break, Christmas break, spring breaks. I have to do 2 presidents.
Okay.
And I realize it only cuts off maybe half a year. Maybe summer break I'll do it, so like especially like June where I have no school that month,
Yeah.
try and do 3.
But again, you don't want to feel pressured to do it.
Right, and it takes a little bit longer to stitch those guys than you think. Like I was at the Arizona Stitchers for 3-4 hours, and I had like most of it done, but I still had to do his head.
Okay.
His head. So now that was some talking and
There's a lot, yeah, socializing going on, yes.
so, but I'm loving it. It's like, I think I'm starting to like enjoy it again. I wasn't disliking it, but I think it was just a lot of figuring things out and counting, and I don't like starting a new president. I think that's the thing, is trying to like count the stitches to make sure
It's in the right place.
because this guy, Monroe, and actually Madison, I stitched from the bottom to the top, and that drove me nuts because somewhere along the lines it's not quite perfect. You can't tell, but there's like a stitch missing, or like I'm not quite where the difference between where I should be and where I am from the banner across the top is off. So then they don't line their feet up at the bottom. And I figure as long as their feet line up at the bottom, nobody's gonna really notice
Who cares where
if
the
they're
heads
off
end
the
up?
banner.
Yeah.
So I figure if I keep doing all of that right, then the next row of presidents will be easier to start from the top. And it's on this beautiful fabric. This is Picture This Plus Heroic with all the red and blue.
Yeah.
I really want to do more patriotic on it. I think it's like the perfect patriotic stitch. So that was my last Saturday stitching. And then I I'm still, oh, I didn't, used to have it right here. Oh, and my presidents are in my We the People patriotic handcrafted by Harvey bag that's so perfect.
Yep.
I love it.
Bags are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. They're big. I like the size of them. Where like they're big enough to fit a lot.
Yep.
Because all my I finished floss dropping. There was a night where I didn't want to stitch, but I still had like 9 or 12, which I think it was 14, something like that, colors. So I finally have all of my flosses dropped. So
they're beautiful.
They are. But anyway,
okay.
I diverge. My other whip that I was working on, because I was really only working on 2, there's a couple others that I kept meaning to pick up and I just wasn't feeling it, is this Blooming Tiny Town. And I'm really liking this. I'm finding I really like the small, where you can like small motifs or things where you can feel like you're making progress.
Yes. That's what I'm finding as well.
So here is my progress. I'm on the pink house down here and working on like the flower up above it. And then you can't really tell, but I have the little beak right there. That's the start of the bird.
You don't have much to go, do you?
No, I have to finish the flower at the top, a cloud, the bird, and one more house.
Okay.
So like I just have to do this piece right here. So I bought the finishing board. It's part of my haul. But this is on, so it's all the called for colors. I find usually I don't switch the colors very often, because if I'm doing a pattern, it's because I like those colors.
Yes.
But this is on a 32 count linen from Forbidden Fiber Co. called Countess. And so it's a really light color. It's not blue, it's not white, it's kind of somewhere in between.
It's like it's an icy blue.
Yeah. So I think it would have been really pretty to do it on the other blue, the
lemon blue.
I almost had it. The name was on the tip of my tongue.
No, I'm afraid some of the colors would have blended in.
Oh, especially that blue house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
That's
you've
fair.
got a lovely color. It's a hint of something. You can't call it, but it's the colors stand out on it.
So that's been really all my stitching.
Okay.
I feel like I made really good progress though. I think I did 2 or 3 houses in the last 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
And I've been reading, I've been stitching, I've been not stitching. I don't know where the last 3 weeks went. I've been sleeping. Yeah. But that's
Okay.
So this is gonna be a short episode.
This is going to be a short episode. I apologize. I don't have more to contribute, but my head's just not been in cross stitching lately.
So I do have a couple pieces of haul.
Okay.
So one, as I was finishing up my lemon tier, I went on the Erin Elizabeth website. And I was coming home from the gym and I was just like, oh, I like this, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. I had 17 items in my cart.
So easy to do.
There's a watermelon tier that I think I would like to do. I think that's
that would
gonna be my
fun.
next one over the summer.
Okay.
I almost bought a watermelon tchotchke at Hobby Lobby today
Okay.
to add watermelon to the lemon. So I had it all ready for the tier.
Oh gosh.
I did not, but the thought was there. She's got a lot of pretty patterns. And then I diverged into, let's go to 1, 2, 3 stitch and what patterns do I want? And I talked myself out of all of them, which is a good financial decision, but a sad crafty decision. But I did end up going to Emily Call's website, and this one was one that I did not talk myself out of. It's her patriotic house.
That is cute.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stitch this one up. I actually think I want to use, and there's the new Primrose Cottage patriotic stitch. I think I want to use the same colors from their Quaker that I used last year. So this would be like, the red would be like the cherry cobbler, and I really like it to be a darker blue, I think, but use that denim or whatever color they use in the Patriotic Quaker. I think that might be a
daisy
fun.
coming up the side of it.
I also really want to, like, I'm not ready to commit to it because it's a big project, but I really want to do the Plum Street samplers. Like, there's Liberty, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty.
Okay.
And it has kind of a row of houses, and but it's gonna be like a 12-14 inch project.
Oh, so you could join your mom having two big projects going on
top of my ornament.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to hold off, but like I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to hold off on that one. But then it's like buying the fabric, and that's what was kind of keeping me from it. So we'll see. I've got lots of stitchy things, but I bought this, and then getting so close to the tiny town, I bought a finishing board for it. So I bought, and it's from, and actually we're gonna put the card right on it, Starry Night Studios.
She has an Etsy shop and she's got some cute finishing pieces.
Yeah, so I really liked it because you literally go to her site and like pick the one for the blooming tiny town, and she has 3 different fabrics picked out to go with your tiny town. And so, and this was $15, and it even has a little stand for you.
Isn't that who I got my Robin Pickens?
I believe so, yeah.
My birds finishing through. Because again,
And so I'm really happy with it. Here, will you hold this for a second? Because
I am Vanna White.
I did this a little bit when I bought it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and not elbow you in the face.
See, I think it's gonna look really good on there.
Yeah.
She was thinking about the yellow one too, but
with the lemon,
I think everything would have got lost on there instead of making things pop.
So it's making me really excited. The only thing is I think I'm gonna need to buy more finishing boards because I think the finishing board I have isn't long enough for,
okay.
It's gonna be close, but luckily I just have to finish it. So, yeah.
Okay.
And that's
it. This is a short one, guys. We're sorry. It's just been a busy time of year. My headspace is in a not cross-stitched place, and I'm okay with that. It comes, it goes, it's good.
Yeah. I feel like I did quite a bit of cross-stitching, but looking at it, it doesn't seem like that much.
Well, it's a lot, and it's been a busy time of year for you too. So you've been really busy with other things. So
I finished Anna Karenina.
Okay.
So just in case some of you cared, some of you were cheering me on.
And my future daughter-in-law finished it as well.
Whoop whoop, winners.
Yep.
So
I'm proud of you, both of you, for finishing it.
My brother now owes me a book. Ha, 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 ha. And now I'm reading Crescent City.
Okay.
Sarah J. Maas. My friend wants me to read it so she can talk to me about it.
Okay.
And any good books from you?
Yeah, I just started a book. Hold on a minute. I'm going to run out real quick and get it because
I'm going to show off my sister's work. You guys, if you followed us last year, you might have seen this, but my sister made me this cup for teacher appreciation last week. Whoop, I guess now you just saw my last name. But anyway, it's a composition pencil.
So cute. Okay, so do you guys remember two movies came out. One from the original, A Man Called Uwe, or Otto. Tom Hanks starred in the American version, and I can't remember the name of the guy that starred in the Danish version. But anyway, I loved his writing. I've read 2 books of his by now, including A Man Called Uwe. And then he just came out with a new book called My Friends. The author is Frederick Bachman. And it's about 3 friends and their life story. And anyway, I'm enjoying it. I'm only a quarter of the way through it, but he's such a good storyteller, and I'm really, really enjoying it as much as I enjoyed A Man Called Uwe or Otto, whichever version you watch. I always said
Ove.
After watching the movie, I now know it's pronounced Uwe.
Uwe. Okay.
Uwe.
Speaking of watching, I watched a couple Flosstubes. You guys kept me company. More of the Vino Stitchers. Like, it's kind of the same old
Okay.
Carolina Stitchers. Yeah, but
Same ones we watch. Yep. Okay.
I want to go watch Emmy's at Mission Stitch.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I
she
watched
just
it.
came out with
She has
a
a.
new one.
I don't know how she does it. She just has tons of finishes.
She's a speedy stitcher.
Well, yeah, she's good. Anyway.
Okay. Well, we love you all. Thanks for joining us. Please share in the comments what you're stitching.
Yeah.
And we will be back in about a month. Normally we do try and hit like the 3-week cycle. But 3 weeks from now, I will be in Kansas City scoring AP writing. So that's always fun. And it is. I learn a lot from it. Oh, you know what? We never turned on the light.
Oh, yes, that's why I'm looking rather darkish. So
it's tan, Mom.
Yeah. Okay. Or burnt. I cleaned my patio and forgotten how strong the sun is already down
I
here.
still feel like I'm forgetting something, but I have no idea what we're forgetting.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
All right, lovelies.
Have a couple of weeks till we talk again.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.